So, you start off your life. They're like, reception. They're like, just do this. Don't worry about it. When you be done, you be done. You finish. Then they go, primary school. Don't worry about it. You'll be finished soon. High school. Don't worry about it. You'll be finished soon. University. Don't worry about it. You'll be finished soon. After that, then you go through the process of maybe like getting your doctorate or whatever. Don't worry about it. You'll be finished soon. Then after all that, now you start working. So, what's the point of making somebody go through all of that, wasting all the money? Because schools can be pretty expensive. But anyway, like wasting all of that money when instead of like once man gets like what I'm saying, like high school like level, what I'm saying, when the brain is functioning, you've learned some trigonometry, what I'm saying, man's do all the trees. All the trees. You know what I'm saying? And like, you can be like, you have some understanding of some business or something, you know what I'm saying? Like you can do something, you're not useless. Shouldn't that be the time whereby your parents say, okay, you know what? Let's take this school fees money and invest it in this child. And let's do something, like start a business.
Investing in the talents.
That's another story. Investing in your talents. Mom, I'm really good at like singing. It's like, hey.
Don't start that.
Not in my house. If you want, you can sing at church.
The church choir.
You can be in the choir.
The church choir needs a bit of a pitch.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But yeah, so like, isn't it weird that you have people like, I'm not saying, okay, to be honest, I don't like school. But anyway, I'm not saying that school is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all bad. It teaches you many aspects of life. Not only does it give you, like knowledge, like, what's 2 + 2, 4, those type of things, multiplication tables, things that, are genuinely important for you to survive. And also, like, it, teaches you how to interact with different people from different places. So, it's not all bad. But I'm just trying to say that, there's this thing that they say whereby you can't do stuff like football or like basketball or stuff like this or music because there are many people doing that, right? Who are all trying to do that. But I'm thinking, isn't that the case for school as well? Because in a class, literally, let's say you're in university, they're like 20 or whatever students of you in that university alone, right? In your year, right? Just your year, who are pursuing the same, career as you. Then there's the ones in the other years coming after you, the ones that in the years before you, and then the people in other universities are doing the same thing. So is it really like a case where people say that you can't pursue your music career because there are too many people doing it, or your football career because there are too many people doing it? But then, if that's the case, there are too many people doing everything. Regardless, it's just competition. It's just about,
who's better.
Yeah. And like, why can't it be a case of, okay, you do football, or you do music, or you draw, or you take photos, and they're like, okay, you know what? Go to school, yeah, but let's be supporting you on the side. Like, do that, do that. Let's see how far it takes you. Next thing you know, boom.
And mostly, school should be something that you fall back on, I think. Because do what you love first. Who loves school? No one loves school. That's what I gotta say.
Like, it's so weird. Like, I be there asking myself, that, like, there are those times whereby people be like, oh, I can't wait for us to go back to school. And I'm there like, like, personally, for me, my favorite part about school is when they say class is over. Like, or the time when like, there's a break. Like, I don't like the whole aspect of being in the classroom and then the man is telling me what to do and he's teaching me and da-da-da. Because, like, you be going through lessons, right? For like a whole semester or whole term, wherever like level you're at. Just for you to have it all crammed into one exam, right? And that exam won't even cover 90% of what you learned. They will just bid and pick, the things that they wanted. Like, what's up?
Teachers don't make school any easier. They tell you what to do.
As you can see, personal vendetta. But continue, go on.
They do. I don't even know what to say. But teachers don't make school any easier. You're going there, you're being forced to go there, right? You go there with as much positivity as you can. And then you meet a teacher that just has beef on you because maybe you were caught talking once. Or maybe, right? You start a conversation a couple of times. But that doesn't make it
Okay.
that doesn't make it okay. Okay for you to beef on a student. Teachers, man, I don't even know.
And you see,
But that doesn't make
like,
it okay.
while she was speaking, like, I actually thought about it. And, like, if you think about school, it has its positives here, but it has a lot of negatives as well. Because school is where a lot of people go through a lot of segregation, a lot of bullying, a lot of all that shit. Like,
That's where depression starts.
yeah. Because, like, you know, people will always be like, fuck my high school life, and all that. Have you ever thought about it to yourself that, like, during those school times, like, not only, let's say, if people are bullying you and, you know, saying, oh, you're ugly, or you're fat, or you're skinny, like, imagine, like, even if, let's say, we take out that social aspect, even if, let's say, we kept it education-wise, it feels so, like, sometimes, like what she said about teachers, there's some teachers who go out their way to embarrass you. Like, they'll be there, like, when it's an exam, and they're now announcing scores, and they're oh, the lowest in the class. Like, you know, there's some teachers that do this. Like, can you imagine what that does to somebody's mental health? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine this is you, after it's happened, like, 2-3 times, you know, you cried in the bathroom, you know, you cried, and, like, you know, next time, he's like,
Let's get it personal.
he's like, last time in the class, I know, I mean, okay, maybe I've cried in the bathroom, but not because I was thinking the lowest. I'm not that dumb. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, so imagine it's happened the first time, the second time, the third time. Do you think that guy's going to care anymore? He's going to be like, the lowest in the class, me. He might even, those will be the ones who even become troublemakers. He'll be like, yeah.
It's me. And I know it.
He'll be like,
They'll even own it. Own the name.
and then he'll even check
Own
it and be like, 30%. Higher to higher. You get me?
Dang. Nothing can stop me.
Yeah, all the way up. Dude. Like, it's the type of thing, that's why, you know, and then you start having cliques that form. You find, like, be 5 of them. They're there. They look at each other. How much did you get? 20. How much did you get? 25. And they look at each other with approval. Hotman. Anyway, like, okay. The video is getting too long. So I think maybe we can do a part 2 of this. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But then, in terms of this, and the sun is hurting, guys. The sun. Also, that's another thing. Guys. Oh. You want to take it out? Say the last words, child.
Something about comments. Yeah. Good night.